Alright you guys, so today I wanted to shoot a quick little video, just a tour of this 1991 Mazda Miata. I did do this for my Civic. A lot of people watched it. I really do like making these videos for anyone that's looking to buy one of these cars. It's just a nice like in-depth tour about the car, little things about it. And I remember when I was looking to get cars, I would always look them up for the car I wanted, so I thought I'd make one for the Miata. The old one for the Civic has like 20,000 views, which is just awesome. But let's get right into it. Here's the car right here. 1991 Mazda Miata. It is the BRG model, the British Racing Green model, which came with this British Racing Green color. There's only about 3,900 made, with the tan interior and the wood grain shift knob and e-brake cover, but we'll get into that later. We'll start with the exterior for right now. So up front here, we have pop-up headlights. This is from the 1990 to 1997 model. The NA Miata, they all have pop-up headlights. On mine specifically, I don't have the little plastic shroud that goes around the headlight to make it look like cleaner, so it looks all mechanical. So I need to find some of those. I did buy some, but they didn't fit. So I don't know if there's a difference between like 1.6 and 1.8 headlights, or if I was just doing it wrong, or whatever. Here's the turn signals right here. These are not stock. The stock ones are like glass, and they come all the way out here. Oh, there's a bee. Okay, never mind. But yeah, the stock ones come like all the way and bulge out. These ones kind of sink in, and they have a little bit of like intake. See the blinkers right there. Same over here. We have these little reflectors right here on the side also, and then the front grille right here. That's basically the front of the car. Now on my car specifically, got these Rota wheels. I don't even know what model they are. They're just rep wheels. I bought them. They came with the car when I bought them. The guy said they were real, but I wasn't sure of that. So when I took them off, they said Rota on them. You guys saw that in the coilover video, but I did just pick up some new Hankook Ventus V2 tires for this. They're really good in all seasons. You know, they're not race car tires, but they do really good for daily driving so far. I like them so far. But yeah, that wheel's super dirty. That same wheel all around. I don't even know what type of Rotas these are called. I don't really care because they're just reps. I do plan to get some real wheels one day. But yeah. Alright, so moving up here, we do have the side mirror right here. You got a little side window. And then this model, I have the hardtop, which I recommend anyone who's going to buy a Miata to try and get a hardtop. They're worth like $1,000, so that's a lot of money. I understand that. Obviously, I was lucky and got this with mine included, which is really awesome, so I don't have to hunt for one, and it is color matched to the top. He told me this is the OEM one that came with it when the person bought it. So if that actually is true, that's really cool. It's been there for a long time, you know, 25 years. But hardtop, it just makes the Miata look so much better. Got the whole glass window in the back, makes viewing things a lot easier. Definitely a lot easier. The soft top's kind of hard to see out of, and to me personally, I don't like the way the soft top like slouches, so a hard top's a really nice option, and it just feels more like a sports coupe. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of the whole drop top thing. I do it sometimes when I have room to take off the hard top, but I preferably just stick to like the coupe-like model. So right here are your door handles. Very tiny. Here's like one finger fitting in them. Can't even fit two in there. So these are, it's hard to get used to. It becomes normal. Kind of annoying when you're like carrying stuff and trying to grab this little thing. And the keyhole obviously to get into the car. And coming around to the back here, you got your reflectors right there, tail lights. Miata MX-5 Mazda. You can see my models, all kinds of scratches and stuff in the paint. Scratch right there. That kind of stuff. It's 25-year-old paint, so who knows. It's been around forever. Here's the antenna. This is not stock, I don't believe. I'm probably going to delete this. It looks really ugly in like an RC car and just straggly. So next option is just to get rid of this completely and plug it up right there. I'm going to do that for a project someday. Coming around to the rear exhaust right here, I have a aftermarket Racing B exhaust from Anaheim, California. And that's a catback. I do have the cat in here and everything. There's the exhaust right there. I do have the cat and still in here, everything, so it passes California emissions. So here we are at the engine of the car. It does have a few little upgrades, such as the strut bar right here, you guys can see, for chassis rigidity. Don't know how much that actually does, but it was in there when I bought it, so I just left it be, obviously. And then the previous owner put like some of these little accents for the engine bay. They don't do anything, obviously. This little blue with the braided hose wire and stuff. But there is a Jackson Racing cold air intake. It takes like air from right here, the little crack, and below there, and sucks it right in here, cold air. And obviously it just takes it right here. The north sock intake's normally right here, but this one moves it to right here up front, so it just sucks in cold air. Don't know how much power it actually gives. Some people have differing opinions if it actually adds power, but to me, I think it's cool. It sounds good. I do have the stock headers on here actually. These are the bone stock ones. The previous owner actually got the stock headers welded, or it goes to the cat and then it welds to the cat back. So I was gonna get some aftermarket headers to cat back, but that's looking like I would have to get it welded and stuff. So I'm gonna just leave it be, to be honest. Leave it looking how it is with the stock headers. I'm fine with that, to be honest. And then that's about it for the engine bay. Just normal basic stuff. Over here I do have a little bit of rust, like where the previous owner just left some brake fluid to stay there, and then it just ended up rusting it all up, which sucks. It just ain't gonna paint brake. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. I have to figure it out later. But yeah, that's pretty much the engine right there. A few little upgrades. Everything's still California legal because this is a CARB approved intake right there, which is important in California, so I'm happy about that. And now we'll get to the interior, show you. So here we are in the driver's seat of the 1991 Mazda Miata. This is the view from the driving position. Here's your gauge cluster right here. You have a gas gauge, RPM tach, your oil pressure, speedometer, and then your temperature, which just says cold and hot. As you can see, this car is 129,000 miles, which isn't too bad for a 1991, I would say. But here we go. We're just going to do a little tour. So you have your door panel right here, your driver door panel. You have a little armrest and a little thing you can grab onto when you're driving, make it a little bit more comfortable. You have this little pocket right here, which basically does nothing. There's no like thing to put papers or anything. There's a speaker cover right here. And then moving right here, we have the cruise control on off. I don't even know if this works. I don't use it at all. I just prefer to just drive anyways. And then right here we have the this changes the color of the, not the color, but the brightness of your dash instrument lights right here. And then right next to that we have the little alarm thing for my car alarm. And then you have your blinkers, windshield wipers, just like every other car. And then right here you have your cigarette lighter, which is actually really close to the driver's side. It's not in the center console, which is a little bit weird. But you have your cigarette lighter right there, and then 3 pedals, obviously. You gotta have that clutch pedal. It's a manual 5-speed transmission, which I think every Miata should be, personally. Here we go. This is they call it the tombstone in the Miata. It's your center tombstone. This is different for the 1.6 and 1.8 liter Miatas. This is a 1.6 because it's 1991. But here you have 2 vents. You have your hazards, your pop-up headlights. Headlights go down. Headlights go up. Headlights go down. Headlights go up. Headlights go down. Headlights go up. Pretty fun to just mess with sometimes. And then you have your heating and air conditioning controller right here. Your fan speed. Press this to turn on AC, cold, hot, outside air, inside air, and then obviously the feeding positions. This is something I installed myself. It's dropout cup holders right here. You guys can see this in one of my older videos. I'll go ahead and try and link that in the description, but I installed it myself. It just goes in the DIN slot where a radio went. You got a coin holder right here also. Can't get in the way of the shifter, but you gotta do what you gotta do with limited space in a Miata. And then here's my radio. I got the iPhone charger right here, and then the aux cable for other phones. And then right here, one thing, it's a little phone holder, so you can just like throw your phone up on here. No, it's upside down. You can just throw your phone up on there and have it up there. And then right here is a little pocket. This is usually where the stock cup holder is, or an ashtray, either or. I don't really like this one because it'll get in the way while you're trying to shift, because obviously your hand will be right here, as you guys can see. So I just decided to do that one. That one's a little bit less in the way for my personal preference. Right here we have the rear view mirror. Hello. We have, there's 2 little lights on here. One light here and one light here that you can use for this. And then your third light is right here. I don't know if these are on all Miatas, but mine came with it. Not sure if this came stock. But here's a light right here also. And then your glove box right here. Just keep sunglasses and papers in there pretty much. That's all you need. Over here, this little door speaker cover fell off from mine. I gotta get that. I gotta get some plastic clips and get it back on. But this door panel pretty much the same. You got your little arm thing for the passenger with a little hole right there. And then here's the inside door latches. I don't know if I showed that on the other side. You can just open it, hold in there, the lock switch. And here are the hardtop mounts on the inside that you can easily just clip like this, and then you go like that, and it unlocks. And you just lock it back in. It's pretty easy. And then there's one there, and one here, so there's 4 total mounts for it. And going here to the center console, the window switches are actually right here, down, down, up, up. So left side, right side, obviously. And this is weird because it's usually, over there on the center, on the door panel, but they're actually in the middle on a Miata, which is, it's hard to get used to, but it's normal. Here you got a little glove box, not a glove box, but an armrest. armrest with a built-in little cubby, and then you can pull this and it opens your gas thing back there. Just got a whole bunch of junk in here from the previous owner mainly. And then coming back here to the rear shelf. Now this is pretty important in the Miata. It actually holds a lot of stuff. I got a jacket back here. As you can see, it's the best place to keep one in case it gets cold. I got a hat here. This real shelf is like pretty much the biggest interior space in the actual cabin where you have to put stuff. This is the soft top right here, so if I took off the hard top, I can still pull up the soft top. I do plan to remove this just to like get some weight out of here, and also free up a little space back here, make it look a little bit cleaner and bigger inside. So definitely going to be removing that. I'll make a video on it at some point, hopefully. But that's pretty much the interior from what I remember to talk about. But it definitely feels small when you first get one. It definitely feels really weird and like scary when you're driving. But I'm used to it right now, so it feels like a normal car driving to me. One more little funny feature is these actually come out in half. So like you got your one half, and then it folds all the way down to a big one, which is kind of weird. So you're like saving space at every little thing, double folder. But I'll go ahead and show you guys the trunk space just to see how little room you guys got. So here's the trunk of the Miata. Sorry, I have lots of trash in here. I got my car cleaning supplies, oil, and that kind of stuff because I've been working on it and stuff, an oil filter, my tools. This stuff usually isn't here, brake fluid. Got my little coilover changer. And then here's your spare tire right here. I got my laundry thing on top of it. There's your spare tire. It's really small, but it does fit back here. It's not very deep. Like, here's the quart of oil. I'll put it in the back to show you how deep it is, or like the depth. It's only like a foot maybe of stuff you can fit. There's a little indent here, but I got my toolbox in there. It goes down like another 3 inches at most. And then this is a little shield for these are your gas lines, because your gas tank's right here in the Miata, or somewhere in there. And then this little shield protects things from sliding in the trunk and hitting your gas lines and busting them, and gas goes everywhere. So you got this little shield to protect that. And that's pretty much your trunk space. That's all you get with the Miata, is this little hardtop space I showed you guys. I was showing you guys from inside the car right there, and you get this trunk space, but you can make it work. It's not that difficult to make it work. I've been daily driving it for like 4 months. I talked about this in a recent video. It's not that hard to daily drive. I actually really do enjoy it. I recommend getting a Miata to anyone. Super fun car, rear wheel drive, tons of upgradability, decent gas mileage, super fun. I mean, to me, there's just not a better value for fun. Dollar to fun, you know, smiles to gallon. This is a really good car for that, and I recommend it for anyone who wants like a first car that'll be fun, easy to work on. This versus the Civic, I would definitely have to probably go with this, to be honest, but I do miss the Civic sometimes. Maybe I'll get more into that in a later video, but I just want to thank you guys for watching this tour and overview of my 1991 BRG Mazda Miata. If you guys want to see some more videos about the Miata, definitely subscribe. I'll be making a lot more in the future. Thank you guys for all the support recently. About to hit 750 subs. Really excited. See you guys in the next video.